As a musician, you have a duty to be a reflection of the society you exist in. That is why music can tell you more about certain people than other social platforms. During his lifetime, Jason Kalinga made it his purpose and mission to do more than simply entertain with his music. Coming up at a time when mental health was of dire concern, he made mental well-being his prime objective. He provided therapy through lyricism. He proved that being vulnerable and aware of it can earn you a lot more endearment and trust with your audience. He understood music and life are entwined, living the gospel he preached as a family man, a brother, a friend, and a partner. Even more, he created an opportunity for others to speak their truth and embrace who they truly are. This is a 123Sketches and Out the Booth podcast compilation celebrating the age of Kali. What does it take to be a musician? One with influence, to be precise. Well, the definition varies depending on who you ask, where you stand with music, and what you look to and for in the music. For Jason Kalinga, being a musician meant speaking to the people. It meant living through and for the people. To him, music was all about staying true to yourself. This enabled him to echo the thoughts of those who listened to him and those closest to him. Being a bit late for his debut, I remember the first song I heard by him. At the time, I had a mission: to prove there's more to Kenyan music than what we hear on radio or see on TVs. With this age of algorithms, you have to give it up to them for making discovery a lot easier. My first track to hear was Nobody Knows. At first, it was the title that caught my attention, so I played it. Immediately, I was taken by it. That's when I noticed the skill that Kalinga possessed. Finally, here was an artist that embodied what I sought. Delving into issues like why are we here? What am I meant to do? Why is everyone chasing the same vain and common ideals? Does no one else feel like this, or maybe I am overthinking matters beyond myself? All these questions he would explore through his music. But before we look into how he did it, let's get to know him through the music. If anything, it tells a lot about how Kalinga thought. Come to think of it, that is his SoundCloud bio. Welcome to my thoughts. Rhythmic monologues. Of all his songs, Balance is a very appropriate place to start. On the track, we find Kalinga weighing the scales of reality. He speaks of how much we seem to forget what makes us tick. For him, it's music. Just like each of us has that pull to pursue certain desires. In it, we also find out that if it wasn't for his sister, we may have never heard Kalinga on a mic.
Inspired to write the song by the fact I waited too long. Sleeping on my tail and my sister rang the alarm. She told me that she loves my music. I rubbed my eyes and realized that I just had to do it.
In the following verses, he talks of how easily we are taken by our vices. How they seem like good choices until we make them and regret afterwards. Being all about positivity, he doesn't fail to mention how some disregard their bodies for the sake of others. The song goes on to show us how determined he is to keep a level head while going through life. Put simply, how he maintained his balance. And that was just setting the stage for who Kalinga was and why he was here. To provide a light for those overwhelmed by what life threw at them, especially those who needed a voice of reason. To him, music meant salvation, a way of saving an ailing society from what they had been conditioned to believe. He had an understanding way of presenting this information. Listening to him was like talking to a big brother. Each track was another opportunity for him to bare his soul to his audience, an audience that treasured him for it. As a plus, Kalinga exposed parts of him that artists keep away from the limelight. His relationships became our learning platforms. His family was also a common topic in his music. From making music dedicated to both his parents, to making music with most, if not all of his siblings. While for most artists being this open leads to scrutiny and scandals, his fans were not the kind. They understood that for the sake of art, respecting Kalinga meant more gems for them to listen to.
Get my and no, seriously, don't call me man, that's disrespectful.
Then don't call me.
And also that exactly. Yeah, and just live your best life. Yeah.
Jason Kalinga.
Jason Kalinga.
This nigga always creative ideas are because of me. Don't like people.
Like what?
Like that.
Jason Kalinga.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounded just like you when you did it.
I'm the one who told him to do it.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Oh my god. He also wrote all my songs.
Okay, nah.
Facts.
For those who followed the mental health talks that happened in 2017 through to early 2019, you may have come across the word self-discovery, another of Kalinga's lessons. Self-discovery is the act of looking within yourself for what makes you be. All the influences and lessons that have led you to who you are. And as an artist who understood his fans' needs and thoughts, this had to be shared. He knew partaking in the self-discovery journey only yields good results. So he pushed for more to look within and not be influenced by what happened around them. Instead, they should focus on how they react to it while keeping a level head. That was Kalinga's rhythmic monologue. To push people to their true selves by simplifying life to the individual level. To teach them how to love and appreciate those around them. To be the guiding light and voice of reason.
And rapping at the same time. That was dangerous. Yeah. Hello, stranger. It's been like 3 months since we put up these boundaries. I'm glad you came back, I guess you found a reason. I've been busy finding peace, forgive me for leaving. I didn't see it as the end, it was more like a release. Just an opportunity for you to find your feet. What we had was new to me, I never been that deep. Lead committed to making anyone the best that they could be. See, it hurts when you don't shine, when I know that in my mind you're a diamond, yeah. Cause you show me the signs, yeah, you had a vibe that I like, but in time then I start.
August 16th, 2018 was to be a special day. It would be the day Kalinga would be a step closer to achieving his dream. The occasion was the Homegrown concert to be held at Mama Rocks in Kilimani. He had been gearing up for this event for months, and the excitement as the date approached was palpable. Not being one to disappoint, Kalinga recorded a whole new project bearing the concert name as its title. In it, he showed appreciation for his fans and peers by releasing some dedication tracks. Accompanying these tracks were reminders about the event and what to expect once you get there.
See, I've been telling people that they stars. So every Saturday until the concert, come to my place. Are you sure? Are you sure? Yeah. It's time to shine, come as you are. We call it homegrown, don't need a sponsor. Take my contact, hit me up, tell me how you want to help. I can't do it by myself. I tried to control all my health.
On social media, he constantly posted videos detailing the process and purpose of the event.
Basically, I'm trying to renovate my house because I'm trying to turn it into a creative space for, creators to come and, collaborate, and it's going to be studio, etc., right? So, long story short, I settled on doing a concert on the 16th of August, which is my birthday, actually. So, yeah, if you're an artist and you're seeing this, August 16th, let's do something amazing, you know? We can use the time between now and then to create, you know, content and do completely new things. And that's very exciting for me, you know? So in the meantime, you can use it as it is, do the work, and then boom. And then we're all part of it. Hey!
See, beyond being a big brother and a therapist, he was also a visionary. He understood the limitations artists had when it came to finding a space to explore and grow their creative talents. With this in mind, he had set up the Homegrown concert to aid in funding this pursuit. What caught people's attention was the theme of the show: seen and heard. For those unfamiliar with this tag, it was a call out for people to speak up about the things that they are for and those they are against. For Kalinga, it meant that any creative in attendance would get a chance to showcase their skills on stage. Collaboration and unity. That was the idea. Sadly, on August 6th, the same year, 2018, a few days before the show, we got the news. Kalinga had passed on. I didn't believe it. Friends and artists alike were hardest hit by the news. However, they understood how important the date was to Kalinga. So for a proper send-off, the date stayed, but this time it was a celebration of life. Heavy hearts streamed onto the premises. Artists took to the stage to pay their respects. Some performed renditions of their favorite Kalinga songs. His family, also in attendance, were overwhelmed by the turnout. They knew he made music, but they had no idea how much the music mattered to people. It was there that they saw how much influence he had. With remorse and joy, they paid their respects.
When I am searching for Mutuma, you know, where is my son? This is where he is, and I love you guys.
Mutuma was just a wonderful guy, and he touched so many people. And I know his music is going to live on as well. He was a great son. Don't let anyone tell you anything different. He was dependable, he was a friend, he was one of my good friends. We spent a lot of time. Earlier this year we took a bike ride and we really bonded, man. I mean, he was just a great guy. And I just want to say I love you guys all, man. Thanks for being here. Next year let's do something bigger. Next year we're going to blow it up. We're going to be an artist. Yeah, man. Big up to you, son. Can we just sing one just for me, happy birthday? Alright? Okay? Let's go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mutuma. Yeah. Happy birthday to you. Long live JK.
Since his death, a gap was left in the industry. No longer is there a voice of reason to speak to the people. However, many have since taken his path and beliefs into their music. From artists like Nene K, who sounds awfully familiar to him, dedicating multiple songs, to Kahush, mentioning how much his music helped him and how much he misses their friendship. Then there is Rise, who had collaborated with him on a number of projects prior to his death, releasing a song dedicated to his life and death. In collaboration with Kavinya and Dai, Seen and Heard, the track was made.
I have nothing more to say than I miss you.
I don't even know how to start this right now. Okay.
The age of the Kenyan lyricist Jason Kalinga. Rest in peace, Jason. Your music lives on.
From where I stand, I know that you say that I miss you. I have nothing more to say than I loved you. I have nothing more to say than I miss you.